What's up, guys? Main Luna here, and I know what you're gonna say. After years of saying, oh, guys, I'll try to get these out faster, I'm getting these out fucking amazingly fast. I made one yesterday, I made two of them today, bro. Fuck yeah. So, you might, if you're not new to this channel, you might be asking, how why am I making this tutorial again? Because this, if you don't know, my very first video was on Asuka in Tekken 6. So I'm doing this again because I feel like I've gotten better at explaining things, and I feel like I should just talk more about important things instead of just fucking combos. And yeah, I have a lot of things to say about this character the second time around. Two things. I still have nerve damage, so I can't execute combos and a lot of tech properly, so I'll just tell you, but I won't be able to show you probably. So I'm sorry for that. Maybe one day I will heal. And another thing is, this is a community-driven tutorial. If I say anything wrong, or if you want to add to something that I said, please leave it in the comments so me and people who watch this tutorial can know yeah, that extra information. I think that's important. So without any further ado, let me talk about this character. So I feel like Asuka is a really beginner friendly character, but that doesn't mean she doesn't play fundamentals. Asuka has amazing pokes. She has down forward 4, she has down forward 3, which walls plats, and it's good for spacing, as well as down forward 4. This one has more range, but it's more punishable, and is slower. I don't think it's punishable, actually. But yeah, it is slower, but, I mean, great range, and your wall splatting. High forward slaw. Down 3 is also a low poke. Forward 4-3 is a homing while splatting mid. Forward 4-4 just straight up fucking launches. And yeah, those are some pretty amazing pokes. Her counter hit moves like always lead to fucking insane damage. Like up forward 3 counter hit launches, back 4 counter hit launches, crumple launches. Of course, Magic 4. This is actually the first time I talk about a character that has, I mean, normal Magic 4, I think? Don't quote me on that. What else? While standing 1+2 is a huge fucking launcher. Like, I cannot overstate how good of a move this is. It has great travel. I'll talk about it in a bit. What else? Down 2 also launches on counter hits. She's also amazing at the wall. She has let me show this real quick. She has forward 1+2 at the wall. Fucking wall splats for a lot of damage. While standing a 1-4 also wall splats for a lot of damage. Yeah, a lot of her moves can also high crush, like forward 2, which is a huge launcher that high crushes while standing 1+2. Down back 4, down 1+2, back 1. That's a great one. She also has low crushes if that wasn't enough. She has up 4-3. She has up 4-4. Has down 3-4 for her cans. 3+4 also low crushes, sometimes mid crushes. 4-4-3 and 4-4-4, which is that insane launcher I talked about. That's a low crush. So yeah, let me talk about her key moves. 4-4-3, 1+2. This is actually a safe launcher. It is 16 frames, which, I mean, I guess it could be 1 frame faster, but you have your down forward 2 for that. So not a lot to complain about. This is safe on block. It is -9 though, so it's not your turn at all. But I mean, that's kind of obvious, I think. She has a launching throw with down, down forward, down forward 1+2. Or full crouch, down forward, down forward 1+2. So yeah, launching throw, awesome. Back one is a low, sometimes mid crush. It does 44 damage and gives you Loki on counter hit. So look at this. And look at the position it leaves you in. That's great. Up forward 4, low crush launcher. It's only -10 on block, so pretty good. Pretty fucking good, if you ask me. Already talked about this. Forward 1+2, 17 frame, safe, high on block, high. Wall splash for insane amounts of damage. Back 1-4. This is actually a natural combo. And if they block the high, they'll also have to block the low. It is only -8. While standing 1-2, already talked about this. Amazing travel counter hit. And this you can actually cancel if you hold down. You can cancel this into all of your wild rising moves. So if you want to make them crouch, you can do your throw. If you want to make them stand, or I mean, if you want to make them duck, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know what went on. So if you want to make them duck, you can cancel it into while standing 1-4 or more damage, especially at the wall. 4-2. High crushes. This is extremely punishable, but you can also cancel this into the mix I told you earlier. She has a parry. I'd say she has a pretty good parry. It parries, I think it's only, no, okay. It parries fucking everything, and you can hold it. Although, this will obviously make it more punishable if you don't parry anything. Let's talk about things she's shitty at doing. She has the most dog shit punishes I've ever talked about in this channel, which is kind of crazy. So, punishers are 1 at 10 frames. You get an outstanding 1. There are strings after this one. You can study that, but note that none of this is guaranteed. So yeah, that's pretty bad. If you're crouching, there's nothing you can do with -10. Now -11 though, you have your dick jab, obviously. And standing you have a 4, which is, I guess, it's better than the 1. It does more damage for sure. At 12 frames you have back 1-4 for 21 damage, which means same fucking damage as the 4. But you know, if you want a different animation, I guess it's there. Down 4. If you're crouching, it does more damage and has more range than your dick jab. 13 frames is where she gets a little bit better. She has 2-3, which knocks down, not knockdowns. And of course, wall splats. So that's a pretty big plus. 14 frames you have while standing 2. Oh, my bad. I should mute those notifs. Excuse me for that. Yeah, where was I? If you're standing, it's still 2-3. Now at 15 frames is where she actually gets things. If you're crouching while standing 1-4, already talked about this move, it's pretty fucking great. I'm pretty sure you can, this is guaranteed damage. Don't quote me on that though. And standing you have down forward 2. First character I talk about that has a 15 frame down forward 2. So, hooray. The 16 frames, 1 plus 2, 17 frames, forward 2, and 19 frames. Still forward 2, but if you're crouching, you can finally launch at 19 frames. That's kinda rough, if you ask me. But it's fine. Now let's talk combos. Like I said, I have fucking nerve damage on my hands. I ripped it. So I won't be able to show you all of her cool combos, cool flashy combos. So Magic 4, I can't dash up into this. I actually cannot. There we go. It's iffy though. I'm bad. I'm sorry. So 1 plus 2. If you want the easy version, back for 2. And this immediately bounds. If you want more damage though, you can do an instant while standing 4 into 2-1, 2-1, 1 plus 2. So something like this. Yeah. For down 4-2, you can do up 4-3, 2-1, 2. Yeah, up forward 3, 2-1, 2-1, 1 plus 2 into the bound. Up forward 4, you can do back 2, 1 plus 2 into back forward 2. So something like this. Back 3. Oh, my bad. You can do that into 2-1, 1 plus 2. It is kind of tricky though. You get used to it. Down back 2. You can do down back 1 into 1 plus 4. It is a little bit iffy, like you just saw, but should be fine. While standing 3, you get a 2-1, 1 plus 2, which is kind of lame, you know. And it's back turn, so kind of rough. Forward 4. You can actually dash up into a combo with this. Yeah, like that. You don't get much out of it. You get... Well, for what it is, I guess you do get a lot from it. So the combo, I can't do it. It's 1 plus 4, back forward 2. Forward 4, you also just get a back forward 2. Not that it's a bad combo. For Superman, you do up forward 3. 2-1, 2-1, 1 plus 2. This has nothing to do with my nerve damage, I just can't fucking do this for some reason. Okay, there we go. And low parry, you also... I can demonstrate it actually. And there we go. Okay. So, post bound, what do? You can do down back 4-3, which is what I do for wall carry. It's pretty good. You can also just do back 4-2 again for Oki. This is pretty good Oki. Like, it leaves him right next to you. You can do up 4-3 and then the back 4-2. So like this. It doesn't hit if you're too far away though. You can do back 2-4-3. You can do an instant while standing 1-4 or down forward 1-2. I guess that's it. I can talk about some counter hit launchers, but I mean, you get the gist of it. So yeah, that is my Redux tutorial of Asuka. Yeah, I hope you have a good night.